Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nila, so this is episode 24 of our Let's Play campaign. As you can see, I've added a bit more contours to the base, and this just gives us an idea about where we are. So I'm very happy that for the people who are still following along on this series, I realized that it's something very different from what I usually do, and therefore I may have alienated some people. But you know, after 6,000 hours, you gotta do something different to keep it fresh. And this is definitely for me fresh and focus on some of the things I really enjoy, like the late game designs and also making train shenanigans here. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of, well, we did this one last time, the yellow signs and all of the subcomponents for the yellow signs. So that's up and running. We could now go straight into the blue signs where we have here with engines and sulfur, or we can go into purple signs with rails, electric furnace, or productivity modules. Yeah, so those are definitely the next things we want to do. Then I can make one location here for like nuclear power, for example, and I can make another location here for military science. So that would be definitely options that we can explore if we want to, but that depends on whether there's a continued interest, which well, let's see. We're going to continue at least, and I'm having a lot of fun with this. So what I want to do today, instead of doing that kind of thing, is doing something different. Because my intention is that we have just been inventing these magical trains and not really caring about where they come from. We just assume that they are going to be there. But we do need to make sure that they are actually coming from somewhere. So now that we have the contours and how far out it should be, then what I'd like to do is actually figure out, like, make an outer perimeter around here. And I don't know, we probably won't be doing all of it today, but I think I'd like to just start getting some kind of sense of what it could look like. So what it could look like, and what I think it should look like, is actually taking this thing, this one, and take these two out and then add the tiles. So this part, if I build it out here, that means it'll be some kind of distance away and then build a perimeter around with like that. So we're going to be doing some speed ups today to make sure that we get something done. And there. All right, so I'm also using a change to these robots when I'm doing this kind of thing, because filling out this one with normal robots is just waiting for them to charge time and time again. So let's time loop our way through this. So far so good. That was actually not did not take very long. My idea is that I will then make a corridor out here, and that corridor should be we're still gonna do this, take all this out, and just let's try and figure out what it is I want. I don't think I can make do with just two rails here, because I'm gonna get really long trains in and out. But on the other hand, well, let's start by doing a pattern like this, and then potentially, oh, we could also do it even cooler like this. So there's now two rails going this way, two rails going that way. Let's try something like that. And we'll build the same down here. And I might need someone who is more capable when it comes to trains than me to help doing these intersections. So this is going to go up these two. And what I want to do is make sure that this part here is always only, lovely. So whenever you want to branch in, you will only do it from the closest loop. And could that be something as well that you would actually say, when you branch out again, you will only do it from to the farthest loop? Would that be interesting? I like that idea. Because that means when the trains on the outer loop will always be returning, and the trains on the inner loop will be, yeah, so the trains on the inner loop will be inbound towards delivering full trains, and the trains on the outer lane will always be empty and going towards the outside. That means also when I do an outside, then it's going to be branching from the offs. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. I like it. And this one now comes from here, so that means only the top one will actually need to branch, and the other one will just go straight through. Likewise, when it comes from here, it'll need to go into, come on, nope, that one. All right, so that reduces the number of intersections quite significantly. This is looking doable. So let's wire it up, or at least figure out how to do it. I can actually do that one and that one. Now that opens up this track here, and that also opens this one, but here that has to be done, and that one has to be done, and then it only opens up on this side here. Let's do this part coming in. We have 2, 1, 2 there. I think that's trying to make it sort of consistent somehow. And that goes in and go out. That one can also go out. This one here. And then let's build it like that. And it goes outbound there. And that's going to be the same for this one. Yes. Okay. So that means now I've taken this line. Actually, let's take them in a bit more systematic way. So let's take this lane. Goes through here, and then it's out. Perfect. Those are the 2 lanes here. And then I'm going to take the 2 lanes from here, the 1 lane here, coming in and out. The other one there, and out. Perfect. Now we're going to take this lane. It comes upwards, and I'm going to build it right there. Nope. Right there. That's actually better, isn't it? I don't know. It's now no longer even with that one. That also means this one would need to go one in. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, look at that. There, these are on the line. I think that's better. That one's on the line. Yeah. And this one is cross from this. Perfect, I think. Okay, so we're taking this. This can either branch up here, in which case I'll build one like that. It goes in here and goes in here. And then it can go out. Perfect. This one and that one is free as soon as it gets beyond that. So I don't know where, but I'll build it like this. Last one to do is this one. It'll just go here and then it's out. All right. Does this seem correctly? Okay, let's look at the sections. There's a big section. There's a big section. This intersection cannot be smaller than that. This intersection, the colors are the intersections. I think this looks good, but if you see any errors, then let me know for sure. So that's good. What I now need to do is make the other side, and for that I'm going to need some kind of limit like this. Get the tiles as well. And just kind of see... is that the same distance? Yeah, it is the same distance. So this one can be built. Whoops. Boom. That is a good intersection, and it also gives us an indication of how big this outer lane is going to be. So let's make now more of a robust thing that can be repeated, and that's going to be... Okay, this is the only place I have enough, so I'll just take not this, but this there. It's very important that all of these have to be going upwards to all these lines for everywhere, anything, no deviation ever will be from south, east to northwest. That's just the way it is. And let's make a repeatable pattern, and we're gonna get some of this. That's not actually a good repeatable pattern. That one is better. Not this. What? Okay. There. That's a repeatable pattern, and I do need to make sure that I have enough space here. And let's see, how long is these trains are going to be like infinitely long, more or less. So what if I built, this was outbound, so 1, 2, and then built the other train. That's the 8. Maybe we make it out of segments of 8 instead, like this one. That would actually make a lot of sense. That means I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I like that. I like that. That would mean here. That one. That one. And they will now be here as well. Obviously, we're going to have an issue with this one being a non-wired signal to that one. There's actually going to be a problem. That's actually not true. It will have to be this one, right? So if I get this one in and I build another train up here, then you could go up there. So now it goes automatically to that lane and it's clear. Yes, I like it. And you are going to go out. Okay, so I think we have some kind of unit that we can push further out. The fact that it's 8 lanes, the fact that it's like this is, I don't know. We'll try this. There'll have to be variants to it as well, and we'll put it down here. Okay, so let's place it. How does that look? Oh, that looks very, very, very cool, I think. To be honest, it's looking good. And the only thing is, like, at what point do we feel that it's gonna go up enough? It should probably go up to, I would say this one should go all the way out. It's gonna be up here and then it goes out to this one, even at least here, before it starts going down. So we're definitely gonna get more of these built. So let's just fast forward a bit. Okay, so this is some distance out. What I've kind of took as a measure is basically looking at the top of this line, and this top of this line is actually just a bit one tile or one substation above where we are, but this one has a nice block here. So I think that making it from here, turning it, might be good, but it would also mean that it would be right there. I'll turn it. And that's basically what I'm going to try to do now, because I'm very happy with this layout. So what I need to do is make the same layout out here and go it this way, and then we can see if it makes sense to make an intersection that way. Let's jump to that one. So from here we're just going to build upwards like the one we did previously, and it should be easy as well. And now we want to build this part as well. And I'm just going to take this one. And I guess that's going to be here. Except don't want these two. And I need to build the other thing as well. Because the reason why I can't just copy it is because then these turns here will be incorrect. So I have to just snatch bits and pieces here and there. That part here, get the tiles, get that one, and here. There. And then I need to figure out where the other one starts and figure out how big that is going to be. This one starts from, just going to take it like this. Nope, nope. Just the fact that I now have this one. Okay, so I can see that this is also going to be out here. Oops, copy. Yes. And I'm gonna get a template for here. None entities, but only tiles. Done. At least some of it. And this part. Go out and clean up whatever is in the way moving forward. And it's at this point that I need to take the unit that I already have. Yes, take this unit that I already have down here, and that's gonna go from, but not with tiles there, just like this, and then just flip it like that. Is research actually going? Have I been sort of items? Why have we not? Why is science not working? What are we missing? We're missing the yellow signs. All right, that's cool. Yellow signs. Why are we missing a yellow? Why are we not doing that? Okay. All right. You somehow have made a big. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. That's so cool. I mean, and I used the word cool, but so cool that such a small thing can destroy everything. All right. I'm just going to go fix that. Cut. There. I'm going to go fix it. BRB. There. It now works. And let's go back again. And we're back. So what I need to do here is now make the tiling underneath it so I can build another blueprint like the one I had before. There. So I'm going to take this up. How did we not get that one in? That's important. All right, so from this one to this one, including tiles, that should be good. And that will just keep us going further. And we're going to time lapse this as well. So here we are. Do we think that if I block it down that way now, that it's actually going to work? The one thing though is it doesn't look like it's... Oh, right. It doesn't look like these two will actually match, but I think they will. And the reason why I think they will is... Or the reason why I think that it doesn't look correct is because I'm missing kind of this bulb up here. And now we need to make a... one down there. This line here should be about the same length as 2 times this lane, which it isn't, but it's gonna be okay. So first things first, we have to figure out how we do this part, and we're gonna start by getting some grid here. Just trying to figure out what it's gonna look like. And I think the first one will actually need to be up here. So how do we branch this one down so that it looks okay? It doesn't intersect any of these. I think we have the answer already. We do have the answer already. It's already done. Done. It's just basically this one. So I'm just gonna build it. Let's see how that works and get some tiles. Try to sort of gauge what it would look like. Oh, right. It's also going to be a bit bigger, though, because I need 2 lanes. So maybe, yeah, maybe not. Maybe just take it for this part. Just basically look at it. If I do this one, and then how far does it have to be between? Like with this, that would look correct. It's obviously closer than that, but the only alternative would be... That's actually better, I think. That one. Does that seem correct if we look at it? Yeah, it seems it looks sort of the same distance, and it's not ever going to be the same distance. So now what I need is take some of this part, but no tiles. Yes, tiles, but no here, and then figure out, is this going to be the distance or is this going to be the distance? I think this is going to be the distance. That means these go out. Yep, like this. Yeah, and then we'll just have to figure out just the corner. Probably use a bit smaller tile here for this. And that's perfect. Then on the other side, we're going to do the same. And I think we already have this one. And if we do it this way, it's going to be the same, right? Yeah, it is. That's good. And so just take a bit of this here. All right, well, that might be a bit more than I need. And there. Whoops, I got carried away, as I am wont to do. That looks good. That looks really good. Really, really good. And now all I need is for this one to sort of get a bit bigger template so I can actually stamp it down here. There. There. Great. How big should we make the template? A bit bigger. Oh, right. These templates also have to be... they also have to be sort of gauging the same size here. Hold on. Which way is this? This is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more. Okay. That goes here. And I can take all of this out because that doesn't belong. And I'll need to figure out how big this can be. Let's just take somewhere like that. And let's try to make him sort of on a line. Like this, and how is this just not working at all? It's quite obvious that this is the location. Here? Well, that's not going to be good enough, is it? Nope. Okay, so now I know exactly what the size is going to be. It's going to be big enough to take these 4 in here. That means from this one and including that one. Exactly like this. Including tiles, but not including trains. Not including that one. Should be good. And that's going to be the benchmark. And I need to figure out where it goes in. Can't see a damn thing. There. Okay, this is a bit more tricky to place there. And I think it's time for another Roboport. See, does it look good? It looks really good. Really, really good. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so again, we are just fast forwarding. That is done, but this is not the most beautiful way to merge these I've ever seen. So let's see if we can get that to be a bit better. we can see that there's a bit of a gap. It's not consistent between the two lanes. Don't care. Don't care. It's gonna be messed up anyway with all the branches in and out anyway, so maybe it wasn't actually a good idea to put rail signals on this one yet, since I don't know where the branches in and off this one should be. And in the meantime, we can get all of this done here. All of that one. Nothing there. We can take here. Yeah. And I think that's gonna be the last there. Then that's working. Here. And I'll just take that one. Okay, so that actually looks really nice. I am very happy with this. And it's now becoming a true octagon. The only thing left is, of course, just to build more of this. Right, that's... Oh, you didn't get that. Okay, well then up here maybe? There you go. Okay, I don't want anything inside the octagon to be covered by fog of war. It might be a bit difficult here, but I don't want it. All right, so this is this one. It might be taking a while to do the rest of it, I could imagine, but at least we have some pattern up here that I can replicate down there, and we have some pattern here that we can replicate over on this side. Some pattern here I can replicate down there. So this might be one of those things where I just need to get my act together and just do this, because doing that on camera probably not the most engaging. I think it's important for us to design this train system, and what I could be doing is just to, for the sense of completeness, I would say, is make one of those branches out just to see how it would look. And that means I am going to take something like this out from this side. So this will be mainly just a test. So my idea here is that I'm now going to send the empty ones on the outer lane. That means this is always going to be an empty train here that goes outbound. And this will always be a full train that will then go, maybe it'll go up, so it'll go to that one. And actually that's a bad place to build it, isn't it? It's right on top of the other thing, on the segment, so I'll build it there instead. There. And this is the outbound, which will also now go here. And then it'll go on the inside lane. There. Because that's inside lane is for full things, and this one is for... Oh. There. Does that make sense? It does. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. So this is going to come from here and then drive the empty train in there. That one, it's going to be... How is this just exactly the same as the other one when the objective is completely the opposite? That is brilliant and terrifying at the same time. This is exactly the same. Huh. Well, that's good, I guess, because that makes it so much easier. And then I'll try not to have any branches off on this side. Maybe I will, but I don't know. Well, that means we don't really need this intersection, because if it's just going to be the same as the other one, then there's no point in building it. Because we will always just have it available as needed. And also the power poles, definitely need those. And these two. Great. Okay, so I am not going to do any more on this. That will be left for an exercise that you can do at home, filling out the rest of the octagon. So far, so good. We are now halfway through the circle here, or the octagon, and I think that when we look at it, it looks absolutely fantastic. True that this one could be put in just maybe one bit in more, but then I feel that this might be just getting too close, especially on the side where we have quite a few intersections. I do want to be careful about too many intersections too close to each other, so I'd rather have the intersections on the straight line than on the curved, sort of the diagonal. Yeah, on the diagonal. So let's see if we can continue and how far we can get. All right, 3/4 done. This was by far the worst part. Although I had the blueprint ready, then I accidentally merged networks here, robotics networks, and that caused like an absolute disaster. So I had to sort of untangle all the poor robots that decided that they weren't the ones who were supposed to deliver concrete to me, so they were all over the map, and yeah, that sucked. So let's just do the last thing and then quit for the day. And that's it. There we go. That was the final piece of the puzzle here, and boy, I am a bit tired of laying concrete now, but damn, look at this thing. Yep, we have now the pentagon is absolutely complete, and I'm exhausted. Sorry. Let's wrap this one up here, and I'll be back next time where we can start actually building again. So I hope you enjoyed this time-lapse episode and all the stuff that was cut out, and I'll see you guys next time. If you like it, then hit the like button, and also a few encouraging words would be nice around now. So see you guys around. Thank you for joining. Take care and stay effective.